What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how I make red beans and rice. Now, I know there's 1,001 ways how to cook red beans and rice. There's how you do it, there's how your grandma does it, there's how your great-grandma did it, and how she ultimately showed you in the twists you put on it. But today, I'm going to show you how Roy does it. Let's get to cooking. So I'm going to start this cook by chopping up this onion. And boom. There it is. There's what we took off. Now we'll saute them. There we go. A little bit of butter, and a little bit of olive oil, and of course, your chopped onion. I also like to add a little salt and pepper. While those onions are going, get your beans in a colander so that you can wash them. All right, those beans have been washed. All right, ooh, a little foggy right there. The steam, these onions are coming around nicely. Like that. Continue to let them get a little softer, and we'll keep rolling. All right, those onions are as done as I want them to be. And at this point, what I am going to do is I'm going to put my other ingredients. I'm going to start with a little chicken broth. I've got some smoked pork neck bones. And I've also got some pepper jack and green onion sausage here that we're going to be adding to the cook. Add a little depth of flavor. So yeah, we'll get that put together. And this is about as much sausage and neck bone as I would probably want to use for 1 pound of beans that I'm using. So we're just going to get this chicken broth in this pot. A lot of people are probably thinking, why are you using chicken broth? Well, I like the body and the flavor that it adds to the beans. All right, I'm gonna get this sausage and the neck bones put into the broth along with these and some seasoning, and I'll be right back. Now at this particular point, I have added the onions. Here goes the beans. Now, some people do, some people don't. At this point, add the meat, right? Sorry about the camera situation. First video. But I like to add the meat because I like for that meat to break down and ultimately become really nice and tender, and let some of the flavor of that meat build into the beans. So that's the way I like it. Again, you can do it differently, but this is how Roy does it. Now, at this point, I'm gonna try to add some salt and pepper. If I can get the lid open. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh my God, it's already got smoked neck bone and sausage and onion. You don't need more salt. Yeah, it does. It needs more salt. As a matter of fact, it needs more salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. All right. Now, the last thing that we're gonna do, throw in a couple bay leaves. Now, some people aren't a big fan of bay leaf. Some people don't cook with it. I, on the other hand, enjoy the subtleties of the bay leaf. And it doesn't look real good right now, guys. It don't look good right now. And I'm gonna add a little bit of water to it just to make sure that during the cook time, it doesn't run dry. So, but yeah, this is the start of the beans cook time. Now this will probably go, depending on the bean. This could go anywhere from 4 to 6 hours on high heat. So we'll just keep checking them from here on out, and you know, we'll come back and revisit this as time passes along. So cool. All right, so the cornbread is just going to start with some of this Martha White sweet yellow cornbread mix. Some people don't like the sweet, some do. I prefer it. We're also going to go with this cast iron. All right, and that's going to form a great crust. Also going to go well in the oven. It calls for 1 egg and a half a cup of milk, which we use whole milk, and we try to make sure it's not expired. All right, so the cast iron here is going to have a little bit of butter in it, right, to sort of coat the bottom. But from there, we're going to get started. We're going to put that egg in there, whip it up, and then make it all into a nice little cornbread mixture. So here we go. All right, so this is my attempt at a one-handed egg crack, which I don't know how this is going to go, but oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Come on, get out of there. There we go. All right, sweet. So that's that. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stir that up. All right. All right, so we got that beaded up nice and good, I think. Next thing to do is go ahead and add the cornmeal. All right. Of course, be sure that you use a mixing bowl or a measuring cup large enough to hold half a cup of milk, 1 large egg, and 7 ounces of sweet cornbread mix. So now let's put this together and see how this turns out. All right, so we got that nice and mixed up, nice and smooth, and really just trying to get the clumps out, right? Yeah, so that's about it. That off there. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to apply our butter to our cast iron. So let's go ahead and cook that up to somewhere around a medium heat. That's going to begin the process of heating up. Butter, we're all going to get it rolling. So be right back. All right. So at this particular point, we've got the pan heating up. We've got it on a medium heat. We are going to preheat our oven to 400, and we're going to hit start, and then we will get this process rolling. Oh my God, Roy, that's a lot of butter. Man, yeah, it is. It's going to be delicious. Butter, oh my God. Health and fitness. Fitness red beans in my mouth. All right, let's melt this down, and we'll be right back. All right, so we've got the butter melted down in our cast iron, and at this point, the only thing left to do is to pour this baby in here and make sure we get it all. All right, yes indeed. Now that's going to form a magnificent crust once this thing is done. That is going to be delicious, which is how I like it. Now once this cornbread is ready to go in the oven, and it's currently preheating, this cornbread is going to be in the oven for roughly, I think, 20 minutes-ish, right? Or until you can test it. It obviously is golden brown on top. And if you do the toothpick test and nothing comes back on it, right, then it's ready. So we'll show you that. Be right back. All right, guys, here we go. The timer is set. There's the cornbread. So let's get this baby doll put in. All right. 21 minutes. And while I got you here, let's do an update. Yeah. Yeah, got a little grease forming on the top. Yeah, that's healthy. Yeah, that's healthy. It's healthy because we did it in the crock pot. You see, for all you pressure cookers out there. Yeah. Yeah, if you do it in the crock pot, it's 0 calorie. That's right. Yes, indeed. Back on. Keep. All right, guys. She is going off. Let's clear that. All right, let's get this cornbread out of here. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah. Don't have to worry about testing that. It's good. Cool. So cornbread done. All right, the next thing we'll be doing is the rice, but it's a simple rice mixture. Boil in a bag 10-minute rice. Yeah. All right, guys, now it's time to hook up the rice. So obviously you need your rice. You need your pot of water. Now this is boiling a bag. This is not typical rice, right? So with typical rice, you would normally, what? 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, a little bit of salt, a little bit of butter, right? Cook it for 20 minutes covered, simmer, yada, 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 right? This is a lot easier. You turn it on high, you have your water, then you take 2 of these pouches here, and you throw them in. Yeah. Yeah. How easy is that, right? You just throw them in. That's all you do. And then you just roughly wait 10 minutes and voila. A little bit of salt. You always gotta salt things. Oh my God, that's too much salt. Shut up. All right, got a little bit of olive oil right there. Sweet. Now we just wait for it to boil. It'll be about 10 minutes. Yes, indeed. She is a boiling. All right. This will go on for about another 9 minutes. Boiling, boiling, boiling. And then it'll be done. All right, guys. The rice is done. And we are cutting it off. All right, let's get the rice out of here real quick. Now, it says on the box, as you guys probably seen, to stab it with a fork in order to get it out of here. And that's typically because, well, you can hold on to this plastic bag, but we prefer to grab it, not stab it. Here, I'll set this over there in my plate, in my pan from earlier. Get this other one out of here. Let it drain off some of that starchy rice water. There. Yeah. And then boom, gonna get it over here too. Okay. Yep, there's the rice. And we'll get that open and we'll show you how fluffy that is here in just a second. Alright, we got our rice here to show you guys how fluffy this rice can come out. And I know what you're saying, oh my God, I can't believe you're putting that rice in that saucepan. Well, I am, because that's just flavor in that pan. Rice deserves flavor, right? So yeah, that's all that is. Don't sweat the little stuff. Yeah. Yeah, look how fluffy that rice is. Yeah, you can't beat that. I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna get that goodness down in there. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be good. All right. Well, guys, that's how I cook the rice. So I guess the next time we see you, we'll be taking them beans off. So, good deal. Cornbread, rice. I'll give you an update on the bean. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they coming right on along. Got that grease on top. That's flavor. Yep. All right, we'll just let it cook. I will be back with y'all shortly. All right, guys. These beans have been cooking now for about 6 hours. Let's call it 6.5 hours. And are y'all ready to see what they look like? Here they go. Ooh. Ooh. Let's get these things shook up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, look at that ham. I say ham. I mean smoked neck bone. Smoked neck bone. Yeah. About time to get them bay leaves out of there. Get that one out. Get these two out. I'm glad they stuck together. That made it easy. Alright, let's see if we got any more in here. Any more. Bay leaf. Nope. Don't look like it. Alright. These beans are done. Let's get some in a bowl. Alright. Here we go. Let's go and get some of this. Some of that rice. Pour it down in that bowl. Now I'm not sure about y'all, but I like to take me a piece of cornbread and stick down that bowl like that right there. Actually, I feel like I'm a little light on the rice right now. Oh, give me another little bit of rice. Alright. Man. Let me get some of the good stuff of that bowl. Look at that ham hock. Yeah. That's the ticket right there. That's the ticket. And of course you got to get that juice. Y'all know. You know it ain't gonna have no juice in the bottom of it. A little heavy on the juice ladle. And to get her right in there. Alright. Man. Now that's a bowl of beans right there now. That's a bowl of beans. Look at that. Yes, indeed. Let's get that lid put back on real quick. Move it to the keep warm position. Piece of cornbread. Let's get us a spoon. We about to see what this tastes like. Oh yeah. Now I want to explain something. If you happen during the cook process not add enough salt, and it's kind of coming up a little bland, take the time now to add a little bit of salt to taste, right? So I want to catch that bite right there. It's got the neck bone, the cornbread. It's got it all. I'm about ready to see what it tastes like. I'll give y'all. Oh man. Now that right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Piece of that sausage. That cornbread, some of that neck bone right there. One more time. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Boy, that sweet cornbread. Man, that really does a ticket right there. That sweet cornbread. That ham. I'm sorry, them neck bones. Whew. Got the subtlety of the bay leaves and the cooking process. I mean, it's got just a good depth of flavor. Real good. Tell you what, y'all gotta try this. Y'all gotta try it. Well worth it. I'm gonna tell you right now. Well worth it. That is delicious. It's seasoned. Whew, man. My goodness. I'm telling you. Y'all won't regret this. I promise you. One more time. Now. Ooh-wee. Well, guys, that's it. That's the cook. We have made some awesome red beans and rice here. I would highly suggest this recipe. I tell you, the flavor here cannot be understated. I know what you're thinking. It's red beans and rice, but I'm telling you guys, doing red beans and rice this way right here, the crowd of people that you're going to be feeding are going to be extremely happy with how you've done it. I assure you. Okay? But anyway, if you have any comments, if you would like for me to cook something else, or if you would like to see my take on another dish that you might have, please leave it in the comment section below. And until then, I'll see you next time. Remember, keep cooking and keep eating.